finish your thought, Jesse.
Hold on. Fucking, let's get this fucking show on the road. I tell you, folks, they're really anxious. We're chomping at the bit to get at you. We've got all kinds of shit to say. So it's coming, but it's not going to happen for about another 45 seconds. So roll with it. Smoke a bowl with it. Pay the toll with it. Don't be sold with it. Use your soul with it. But don't forget, you're on the podcast. Oh, yeah. Come on, feel that shit. Feel it. Be alive now. Podcast. You know where you're at. And if you don't, well, then you just fell into the dark abyss of secret ancient knowledge to be revealed to your skull on the Podcast. It was the future, and now it will become the past. Oh. All right, please finish your thoughts, sir.
Jeez. Don't get beat there, buddy.
Hey, I'm giving you hyped up. I'm giving you a hyped up big lead, man. So come with it.
Oh, I was talking about world peace and how we need to all get along.
Yeah, we need to all
kumbaya.
We all need to kiss the Blarney stone.
Yeah,
I got you, Blarney stone.
Rub your nuts on the Blarney stone.
Hell yes. Yeah. Then hopefully
it's the tip, not the nut. The tip.
But if you rub the tip, you might get the gay cancer.
There's a hole that's worn away over thousands of years.
Yeah, it's what do they call it? The glory hole.
That's the Blarney. Yeah. That's the Blarney hole.
Yeah, glory hole. Yeah.
Yeah, all the glory. You can have that glory. Holy shit.
Yeah.
The
it's
glory.
All like to the point where like you take granite, like smooth granite, all inside, like
what in the hell?
Fucking polished to its finest.
Polished marble and shit.
It's polished with a velvet tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a very high luster on that fucking glory hole.
Yeah.
Oof.
And like million years from now, they're going to be like, wow, I wonder how they created that.
Yeah. Like, how did they engineer such a perfectly smooth hole? Be like, well,
engineering marvel. Like,
yeah.
Wow.
This is our St. Patrick's Day episode.
We're a little late on the St. Pat's.
Oh, was it?
It is now. Holy shit! With a fucking with a burnished glory hole, Blarney hole.
Yeah.
Put a nice burnish.
Solid granite, just like.
Now, did you guys have a glory hole in the discussion?
We do now. Holy shit!
on the rock in where you said?
Ireland.
Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a famous rock that people go kiss and rub their tips upon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For thousands of years.
It's got a glass, and the inside of it's smooth as glass and shit. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Young lad
lips and tips. There you go.
Oh, lips and tips. Oh, there.
Yeah,
I think I just heard the title for this episode. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Lips and tips, man. Yeah. The bonus is the glory hole. That's the bonus.
Mm. What are you saying, man?
Oh, I said the lad rubs his tip and the lass kisses it with her lips.
Oh. He goes first, of course.
Yeah.
You can finish.
It's hard to tell at this point, though, what came first, the chicken or the egg. It's like so many thousands and millions of tips and lips.
Lips and tips?
Yeah. Well, by this point, the chicken's got a glory hole in it.
There's a stray hen wandering around.
Yeah, bow-legged.
Yeah.
Oh.
Never knew what happened.
Yeah.
When it sees them, it just runs away.
Yeah.
It was just looking for some food, some crumbs.
Yeah. Any human being, she just runs for her life.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
Screaming.
Yeah, another one of them. Fuck. She's like, why can't he just pluck my feathers every time? Jesus Christ. That'd be easy.
Breaking news.
And then
Greg,
feed you again.
Yeah.
Greg, tell us the breaking news, the terrible news you heard about the Ukraine today.
Yeah. Yeah.
But make
if you want to.
But make it family friendly so that nobody gets upset.
Oh, the terrible news. Yeah.
Yeah, slaughter in the Ukraine.
That's like normal over there.
Yeah, just another day at the office.
Yeah, terrible for here, normal for there.
They're like, what's your problem? This is normal day. Why is it so difficult for you to understand?
We just kill some kids and women.
Yes.
That's normal day, working day here.
Stupid Americans, so soft. You don't understand how this works.
It's like Damsky Bok said.
Oh! Ouch. Now you're going into sensitive territories. Oh, shit.
Hey, Jesse, Damsky Boxer is a women's boxer. That's what my mom always said.
Damsky Bolsker?
Damsky,
yeah,
Damsky Boxer. Yes, it's a fighter of women.
Yeah, women's boxer.
Yeah.
Or woman's boxer. Yeah. That's what my mom calls the man, over there.
Oh, because they punch women or what?
Oh fuck yeah, that's like, dude, that's a standard in Russia and fucking back in the day in those, Eastern Bloc countries. Get drunk and beat the shit out of somebody. Whoever's nearby is getting their ass kicked.
Tits or not. Tits or not. Somebody's getting knocked the fuck out.
Somebody's getting knocked the fuck out.
Well, it's just like when we read about Putin. We were talking about Putin.
The night's not complete until someone's knocked out.
Oh yeah, I mean
the parties.
Without a fight, it's not a party.
Yeah, the party's not over until somebody's lost some teeth and they're on the floor and shit. But just like when we were talking in that episode about Russia and the Russians, they don't like smiling, man. They think you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, they take that as a
well, they think you're
culturally take that as an insult.
Well, they think you're a fucking idiot who's up to no good.
Yeah, then they want to beat your ass.
It's kind of a it's more like you're smirking and
like you're some
rude in
weird
the sense that
you're some weird dipshit.
So
they want to knock you the fuck out, take some of those teeth out of your head, and maybe you won't smile so much.
Yeah.
Like you're an asshole. So
then you just smile with the missing teeth like an idiot.
And then they knock the rest of them out. They're like, fuck it, dentures time for you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So they went through and slaughtered a Ukrainian town, huh? Just fucking took everybody out.
Yeah, that's kind of what the news is. I don't know if they took everyone out, but they went on a rampage.
Well, it could be propaganda too. I mean, you never really.
Well, it could be a lot of things, but they left all the fucking bodies on the streets and shit.
Okay.
They're showing it on the news, but they're like, how do they put it? Sensitive, video.
Well, that's the thing.
Or,
In the U.S., they won't. In the U.S., they won't show
video,
bodies.
huh?
In the United States, they don't show carnage on the news, but in other countries, they do.
Yeah, and I'm watching Euronews.
Yeah.
But if you watch Euronews, it's a bunch of fucking lefties. But at least they, still show all that shit, man.
Yeah, they haven't shown that shit here since Vietnam. That's
so
when they
the
stopped doing that
news
shit.
that I saw, Euronews, they were showing a video of it.
Of the Damski boxers?
Huh?
Of the Damski boxers?
Yeah, a bunch of Damski boxers through town.
Oh, God almighty Christ, why? Help. Okay, so this is the question I have about the whole thing. Who are the assholes in this mix? Is it Russia or is it Ukraine? Who is the cocksucker?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Short analogy.
Uh-huh.
If you think about it, how we talk about the Kiev Rus, right?
Yes.
That started.
Yes.
Well, they've always been part of it. Here's the thing: when Soviet Union fell, they reinstated as Russia. But at that same point, Ukraine, Belarus, Georgia, Poland, and all these other countries that were under the Russian curtain, they kind of just reinstated their own borders, sovereignty, and back to their own culture and so on.
Yeah.
So, in Ukraine did that in 1991.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're at that point. Now go back to right after 45, they created UN and NATO.
Yeah.
Which pretty much protected the sovereignty of European countries against the attack of Russia or China. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. They've been excluding Russia out of the club, the whatever New World Order club, the global fucking economy and so on. Although at the same time, Europe was actually, while they held or looked at them in political sphere as enemies,
mm-hmm.
they at the same time were buying majority of their fuel,
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 resources and
food,
shit,
and so
grain.
on. Now, the food that was actually under Soviet Union going into Europe and all the other countries like Africa and so on were actually coming out of Ukraine. So a lot of the natural resources and grain was actually coming out of Ukraine into Europe and so on. So as time went, they're like, well, fuck that. If we're the enemy, well, then do you attack 20 motherfuckers that are sanctioning you and trying to weaken you so you collapse? Or do you attack the source that is supplying all these motherfuckers and take them out that way too? So it's actually, in a way, it's kind of brilliant what Putin's doing. He's using one fucking country to literally starve fucking 30 or more out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
strategically, in a way, that's like fucking the art of war right there.
Yes.
Fuck you all. We're going to fuck you up with one country that supplies all you motherfuckers. See how things go. And that's why they're like, oh, family's coming and blah, blah, and all this inflation and this and that. We might not even, we'll feel it, but it won't be so bad compared to Africa. Those motherfuckers are going to starve out. Turkey, China.
Okay, so I want to ask I want to ask my original question again then. So, because we've certainly heard a bunch of shit about Ukraine pulling shit too, and their president is some weird gay comedian guy and shit.
He is.
So what's the story here? Who's the asshole?
How did my ex or the mother-in-law said that he's a fucking watermelon.
Yeah.
You know, green on the outside,
red on the
inside.
For sure.
My dad used to always say that shit too. That's what they call communists. They're green on the outside, red on the inside.
Yeah.
That's a fucking watermelon.
Yeah, because they'll try and fuck you with all this. They try and fuck you with all that green bullshit.
Never heard that one.
What's that? Green on the outside, red on the inside. Yeah. Oh, fuck.
It's true. They try to fuck you with all that green this and green that. God damn, man.
Well, yeah, that's all. That's the whole fucking.
Oh yeah, it's the point.
It's almost like Pavlovian. Green.
Yeah. It must be good.
I mean,
yeah, I know. I get
it.
It
must be good. Yeah. What are they really doing? Nothing that the private sector wouldn't be doing without them anyway.
Well, yeah,
think about it. I'm saying that intervention never happens through government. Intervention happens through fucking individuals within society and the civil, concept of, the private sector in general. I mean, fucking crying out loud. I mean, even like, when they're like, the government planes. No. They're actually created by private entities. Huh?
The government latches on to good ideas and tries to use it as their own, and then they fuck them up.
Well, they tend to secure it. So, they mimic
it.
I'll give you an example. CD player. I mean, they had that shit for a while. They used it. They threw the CDs into the circulation for, proprietary use because they were already using fucking, like drive storage, like sticks, and, so on. So more or less what I'm saying is when CDs already came in the 80s, they were already, the government had already moved out to different source of storage, if you know what I mean by that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's essentially what a CD is. It's just storing media to be played back or viewed or whatever. But that's what I'm saying is that the DVD, CD shit, when that came out, the fucking government was already using something else. I'm telling you, because that's how that shit works.
Well, yeah, they're not going to let
the public as like, here you go. I mean, just imagine how many, not only like space inventions, or like government inventions, or companies that invented all the stuff that actually eventually circulated back into the public as proprietary use.
Yeah, well, sometimes it works the other way as well.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Especially in wartime.
Yeah.
When we go into war, it's like the government has lacked on their responsibility, and so it's like catch-up time. So then they got to go into the private sector and look for ideas to make the shit work, because they're all like, oh, what do we do now? Fucking,
There's the government?
Yeah. They're not always ahead of the game, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, no, but the agencies they hire are. That's the thing. Yeah.
Outsourcing?
No, I know what you're saying. There's times when they're way ahead of the curve, but there's other times, especially during a wartime,
they get caught with their
where they
pants
start
down.
to fall behind because everybody's just trying to get rich, and then they fucking, it's just greed, driven by greed.
Oh, that happens without war.
Yeah. Well, it's worse when there's war. It's more obvious.
But I think, it really depends on what kind of war it is. But if it's like, let's say
a world war where everybody goes.
Okay, they're making as far as the way this war is being started or has started and whatnot. But like, for instance, why not have a war for something that is worth fighting for?
Well, no doubt. Ideally, yes. Oh.
Like, how about removing like the federal, for instance, like Federal Reserve, and go back to gold standard, like worldwide. Why not fight for something like that?
And ending
And then
globalism.
you're taking out all the oligarchs that are actually fucking, like, pretty much, those are the motherfuckers you're talking about, Jesse, that are getting rich off of this shit as we speak.
Oh yeah,
It's not the common man.
No.
Well, yeah, the ones that actually have some extra money to fucking spend and invest and whatever, but not even they are investing right now, especially with the fucking high inflation, what the banks are asking and whatnot. I mean, if you were going to fucking invest in anything, you're not going to invest with the inflation and the high percentage that banks are asking for right now is fucking ridiculous. I don't think anybody in the right mind would be heavily investing, if you know what I mean.
Well, no.
Just because we're like, dependent on the pipelines that are running through there, and it's just fucking so artificial and plastic. It's not even funny.
Although it does seem like that moment when Mr. Potter in the It's a Wonderful Life would be fucking everybody over is like this moment.
Yeah.
Got them all freaking the fuck out, and they're gonna make mistakes, and they're gonna do desperate shit, and you're gonna be able to capitalize like a motherfucker.
Well, yeah, but I would say though the people that are capitalizing is like the fucking the
one half
the
of 1%.
industrial complex is what they call it, but it's the like the military.
Yeah, people that are making
is
tanks.
Fucking definitely going.
Yeah.
Dude, they're getting a hard on over this stuff right now. They're like, oh yeah, ooh.
A bunch of
production.
Oh fuck yeah! They're literally getting a hard on. They're like, oh, we can sell. Oh, we're in business. Cool.
Because they're a bunch of
like
squinty-eyed wet seals and shit.
Yeah.
Bunch of squinty-eyed wet seals.
What seals?
Yeah, squinty-eyed wet seals.
Clapping like wet seals, yeah.
Oh, General Champ, I miss you so much, General Champ. Oh, God. Makes my fucking heart hurt.
Yeah, the way to really see how this works is just if you could see who's investing money in what, you're going to see who's pulling the strings behind all this shit if you really want to.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. You're going to tell me that you have a guy in 4 years that fucking pretty much creates America as a fucking mass exporter of energy or number one exporter of energy in the world in 4 years and secures the fact that we can actually sustain ourselves agriculturally and petroleum wise as far as doing our own thing. Well, so what would you call all this shit then if we are capable of actually sustaining ourselves not only within the products we would be creating within our own country but also being energy independent. Why not do that?
It doesn't make enough money.
How wouldn't it not? It would, because you would have so.
Well, it would make more money
within. It's not even funny. That was the whole startup of the industrialism, more or less.
Well, it
wasn't even about having the rest of the world contribute to it.
Yeah,
and it created titans, in general, if you think about it. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but that's what happened.
Bastards.
It was good.
Yeah. it led to 100 plus years of just solid humanitarian loveliness.
Yeah.
Loveliness.
Yeah. That's all that came from all that oligarchy, man. Come on, man. You know it. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's friends.
It created an environment where most of the rest, I should say, a lot of the world is like, that's what I want in my, for my life or in my life.
Yeah. People are still trying to come here.
And the fucking beat goes
but we're still, Jesse, hold on a second, but why would they come here since America is such a racist country?
Because they want to be racist. They want to be racist too.
The borders are wide open right now. There's nobody stopping anybody from coming in.
Like a gaper.
According to some in this country, we're such a bunch of racist pigs. Why would anyone want to come here? I mean, come on, man. This country's so unfair, and the opportunity is like next to none, and come on, they don't give you a link card, a apartment for a year, and some nice, good amount of money in your pocket just so you can assimilate into the society. Or anything like that.
Mm.
I'm being sarcastic.
Supposedly they're flooding in right now as we speak.
Hell yeah, man.
While we're paying attention to the Ukraine, there's fucking people from all over.
Literally flooding in.
We got a gaper.
But that's the thing. Yeah,
there's a gaper, man.
Yeah, it's a fucking gaper gate.
That's the new scandal, Gapergate.
Yeah, it looks like this giant gaper hole that they see, and they're like, should we do it? And they're like, and everybody just funnels into it.
That's their beacon across the seas. It's their beacon of hope. Is the giant gaper light.
Like that the wheelhouse.
What the fuck?
You know what I'm talking about?
Huh? Wheelhouse.
The wheelhouse. It's got you can ride on it. It takes in circle.
Oh, like a Ferris wheel?
Way up high.
Oh, yeah, Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel.
Bench,
yeah, Ferris wheel.
Yeah, Ferris wheel.
Yes.
But instead of the feet, it would have blades,
Oh. Chop, 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 chop.
It's just making fucking literally Pampos,
Holy shit, Soylent Green. Well, I guess that would feed some of the hunger problems. So there you go. All right, trying to be efficient about it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that got fucking dark. That got pretty dark quickly. Holy shit. All right. Anyway, hey, hi we're a half hour in almost, so I'll say welcome everybody to the Ludcast. I'm Matt Ludke. I'm here as always with McSpliff, and our man Greg is here with us also. It's been a minute. Just checking in, seeing how everybody's doing.
Giving us the inside scoop from the Far East.
Holy shit!
Far East, how you would handle your borders? Yeah, like they do in Russia. You fucking cross this border, you're gonna get a bullet between your fucking eyes. That's how they handle the situation. Anybody crossing the border over there.
It's called
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's called the Russian how do you do?
Here. I've never been anywhere, so I don't really understand anything, and I don't even understand my own country that I was born in, and I don't know anything about it, but I'll shit on it, and welcome third world mentality and garbage into my own backyard. I'll make sure I wash their feet and give them hot cocoa And
I'm telling you, folks,
They'll
explosive.
they can put a tent.
Kidding me?
They can put a tent up in your yard.
I didn't hear you.
Oh, they can put a tent in your yard.
Oh, well, yeah, they don't have to do that. Why not just invite them and wash their fucking feet?
Oh.
You know, and
They can put you out of your own house. You can donate your house to them.
I think I'd
Yeah.
prefer giving him the Russian how do you do instead. Fuck.
yeah, my dad was always joking when he was after he, divorce and whatnot. He was getting together with some, in general, doesn't matter, but he'd be like, "Oh, you have a son? Oh, he still lives with you? Oh, well, where's he going to sleep, in our feet?"
Oh.
Yeah,
Be a little hot and sweaty. It'd be a little hot and sweaty down there, but okay.
Yeah.
A little.
Where's he going to sleep, in our feet? Fuck, man.
It'll be a little. It'll be a little.
Get rid of this motherfucker.
It'll be a little musty under the fucking covers. It'll get a little musty under the covers though. Woo!
moving in, kicking out the sun.
Yeah.
Where are they going to sleep, in our feet? That sounds like a song, don't it?
I don't want to hear the rest of it, but yeah, I guess the title's good enough for me on that shit. Gross. Fucking sleeping down in your musty nuts and shit. Ooh. So how did everybody enjoy spring break? It just ended, I guess.
Oh, you know me. I went to Cancun and just partied down.
Did you? Yeah. You were flopping your cock around out on the beach on Cabo and shit.
Yeah, I was like, woo!
Nice. You were raising the American flag down south.
He went to the fucking pork competition.
The pork competition?
Yeah.
Pork.
Twerking.
Yeah. You went to a torch competition down there.
And you crushed it, man. You killed it. You won.
Some of the finest torkers in the world, huh?
They looked at you and said, well, the tits aren't huge, but the ass is banging.
Yeah, what shit is just like a fucking...
I stopped over in Fort Lauderdale for that.
Yeah. Fucking Daytona.
Yeah, and watch torking championship.
Yeah, they said he's tall, his tits aren't huge, but his ass is banging, so he gets the trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just spread my gaper open.
Ooh! It was an easy
I wonder
victory.
I wonder if they would do men's competition like that too.
They were. He was in it. He won, goddammit.
It was.
Yep, they got me on MTV and everything.
Fuck yeah. MTV Spring Break. Boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, boom, chicka. And you're like, oh yeah.
What a sight, yeah.
You were making it clap and shit.
Clapping.
It's like dark white. I dropped my board and it's just pure white.
Yeah.
It's like,
clapping with the balls.
Make it clap, make it clap. Yeah.
Yeah, clapping with the balls. Yeah.
Clapping.
Yeah, I was slapping my balls against the back of my ass.
Yeah, clapping. Oh, your fully descended testicles.
Slapping your taint with your balls.
No, his have dropped so far. His have dropped so far. I can slap the bottom of his fucking spine with it. Fucking wraps it around and slap that shit. He can spank his own ass with his nuts.
Yeah.
Fully descended nutsack. Oh, come on, man! Come on, man! It's gotta have something juvenile in there. Fuck, man! This has been a serious goddamn talk so far. 34 minutes of fucking Russian oligarchy and shit. Gotta put some fucking ass twerking, nut slapping in there. Shit. Holy fuck. It just became a political fucking podcast for a second. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. We gotta laugh too. Holy Christ, people understand something. In this world, if you lose your sense of humor, your fear will grow like a tumor. Don't fuck with it.
Yeah, Russia is another country. If they're like, yeah,
holy shit, straight back to Gdansk.
That means that they're gonna fuck you up even 10 times more.
Yes, well, they are charming people. That's true. Soft, warm, humanitarian
soft
style, fucking lovers of life.
Telling you, soft heart.
Yeah, soft heart,
hard ass.
Yeah, soft heart, hard dick. Fucking ready to rape you with it. Holy fucking Christ.
Jesse, my dad always used to say in Polish, Miękkie serce, twarda dupa, yeah? And that translates to like soft heart, hard ass, like getting kicked in the ass, more or less. Yeah, that was his nice, charming way of saying,
his warm, soft-hearted way.
Yeah, warm saying. Don't get fucked.
Yes, it was just because he was a very sensitive man.
Yeah.
He was. That kind of shit comes out of very sensitive people, man.
Oh, he was sensitive.
Fucking A. Right. Fucking A. It doesn't mean he was, like, warm and snuggly. Which he was not, but he was definitely fucking... He was trying to watch out for you in the most brutal way possible so that it'd scare the shit out of you.
He's like, who I think you were there too, Jesse. We were like, Ben Peterson was there, and we were partying at Sands, I think. But I know you were there, Matt, and Mike was like, who is that?
Oh yeah, he got all fucking suspicious. I remember that time we pulled in the back in Jay's truck, and he was like, you gotta kind of get, and he's like, you kind of, you gotta get the fuck out of here. Yeah, he was like, fuck off.
Yeah, he came out and chased us all away.
He's like, Mushka, you must go away right now. Never come back. Never come back.
What a freak, huh?
Yeah, it was a little. It was a little intense.
Like, you're like looking at your friends, going like, "Yeah, that's my dad. Cool guy, huh?"
Real sweetheart. A charmer.
Yeah. He's cool. Don't worry, he's cool.
Did you ever meet my dad, Greg?
I think one time we're jumping on your trampoline.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Yeah, you had a trampoline in your.
Yeah, he could be cool or he could be a total dick. You never knew what you were going to get, really.
Oh, no. Yeah, it was like a fucking bipolar fucking episode. That's kind of how
totally.
You're just rolling.
Bipolar.
You're just rolling the dice and shit.
Motherfucker's gonna go,
Yeah, just rolling the dice.
I'm like, even after like the chase out and all that shit, Matt comes over one day. I'm like, yeah, that's Matt. He's like, oh, nice to meet you. Like he's never met him before.
Yeah, stranger.
Yeah.
Never seen you before. Never seen me before.
Yeah,
I'm
like he's never seen you before. Yeah.
I'm like, how you doing, Mr. Dybeck? All right, cool.
Okay.
Just please don't sick the dog on me and shit. That motherfucker looks vicious.
Terms and
Yeah.
I don't know if it was later in life or whatnot, but yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, well, just
nice
please,
to meet you.
yeah, please don't fucking let the dog on me and shit, man. Fuck, help.
Yeah,
this motherfucking thing is crazy as shit.
Circling Matt and shit. Like,
fuck yeah, dude.
Fucking just attack his ass.
Yeah, that was gnarly, man. Samson fucking.
That was gnarly, wasn't it?
Fuck yeah. You guys went in the garage, and I'm standing out there. This fucking dog is like circling me like a fucking shark and shit. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, hey fellas, don't forget I'm out here. Hey, haha, yeah. What the fuck?
He's just like, blah, 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 you know, in Polish to it, and
Yeah.
he just lets Matt go.
Yeah, man.
Otherwise, you would have stood there.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. We're just standing here.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, man. I wasn't gonna fuck with that, man. That fucker was nuts.
That was Samson, wasn't
Yes.
it?
Oh yes.
Yeah, 200 pounds
The mighty
of
Samson.
muscle.
Yeah. The mighty Samson and the fucking and the lunatic Susie.
What'd you say, Jesse?
It was 200 pounds.
Oh, close to it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Samson was about, I'd say, good 180.
Yeah, because he was American. He wasn't a German, I don't think. He was an American, wasn't he?
I don't know
What, Shepherd?
he was American or German, but he was a
Rottweiler.
big boy. I mean,
Oh,
his
yeah.
fucking head was like two of mine.
Well, and he was.
I mean,
and
his
he was.
neck, Jesse,
Or
was
Pitbull.
like, what would you say?
No,
Matt?
Rottweiler.
Fucking, maybe 26, 28.
Probably.
For like a man. Right
Yeah,
in the
and it
waist.
was like, and he was full junkyard dog. He was a Rottweiler, and he had been abused, and Greg's dad took him in to rehab him and shit, but he was already kind of so hardwired in this fucking way that he had him guarding the yard and shit, and he was full on junkyard dog. There was no fucking with that thing, man.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to fucking get
That
close. And
motherfucker,
you ain't touching
he only
him.
let 4 people into the yard. Me, my brother, my mom, and Ziggy. That's the only 4 people can enter without getting attacked.
Oh, it was interesting.
Literally.
Well, and as it turns out, though, even though he was the badass, Susie was the psychopath. His sister was fucking.
He was.
His sister was small. It was a female, but she was a fucking lunatic, dude. She killed everything. She was the killer.
Fucking, you name it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen
Killed
coyotes dead. You name it in the yard.
She ended up killing their cats, their pets.
Cats, all the cats. She fucking killed everything up in that yard, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Fuck. I was always like, man, these are.
Yeah, she was nuts. That's the kind. That dog. It's like if you walked away or took an eye off of her, she'd be attacking somebody. That's how fucked up that dog was.
Always nice to have a nice friendly pet around. Shit.
And the guy that gave him to my dad, Jim, he actually had to jump out of the fucking window through fucking glass and, curtains, the whole nine, just out of a second story fucking house.
Window, yeah.
Those 2 dogs attacked his ass. Huh?
Well, it's because he was abusing them and he was locking them up all day in a fucking bathroom.
Yeah,
and he was treating them like
abusing the
fucking
shit. Out
shit.
of them. So, yeah, one day he let him out and they just fucking went for him and they started fucking biting his hands and shit. Not good thing they didn't grab on. They were like nipping. He said that's what he was telling my dad. But he's like, man, I'm so glad that Samson didn't lock on because then Susie would have fucking just went for his throat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck.
So what he did is he fucking
jumped out the window.
Out the window, like fucking in boxers and yeah.
Damski boxer?
Yeah. Huh?
Like a Damski boxer?
Yeah, Damski boxer. Yeah.
He was.
That's what he called Ziggy, my dad, and he's like, "Hey, you want these dogs? I know you fucking rehabilitate these fucked up animals." He's like, "Yeah, I'll take them, but I need to know what you fucking did to them,
Yeah.
Huh?
No shit. That's high.
Yeah.
That's super high liability shit he was taking on right there, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was too, man. Well, you met them both.
Fuck yes,
you
I
fucking
did.
Tell me.
They were murderers, man. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I'm serious, man. Fucking, I'd be standing over by your house, and the fucking Samson is like, half the yard away, and I'm like, fucking don't want to walk and shit, man. It's like fucked up to throw that kind of energy and shit out in the world. Any creature that can throw that kind of shit is gonna be a boss, a dominator and shit. I was like, Jesus Christ, fuck, help, why?
Help, why? You're like yelling for my name. I think, weren't you yelling?
Fuck yeah, dude. Most of the time I was yelling for you or your dad and shit. And fucking when I came over to buy that fucking minivan off your dad and shit, I was like, God damn, man, is this cool? Is this fucking thing gonna fucking do something to me? What the fuck? Holy Christ. I felt like I'd taken my fucking life in my hands half the time. It was like a
Can you imagine how fucking big that motherfucker was, Jesse?
He was a fucking monster.
No.
I'll tell you that, man.
Huh?
Oh, man. He was a fucking monster. What's up?
They're Rottweilers?
Yes.
Both of them?
Yeah, they were both Rottweilers, and we had 3.
Crosswired.
And Ozza was brought up totally mellow. Oh, dude, that Ozza was a sweetheart.
Yeah,
and she was about 180 pounds. She was a German.
Yes, she was a badass, giant, fucking German female Rottweiler.
Beautiful giant. I mean,
sweetest
giant,
thing.
Jesse.
Yeah, the sweetest thing, man.
You know
She was a sweetie.
Huh?
She was a sweetheart, but she was raised by hand though.
Sweetheart, you know.
Yeah, but she was
raised. And here comes these 2 fucking dogs. He took from Jim. Jesus Christ, man.
But Ozza was raised by hand though.
Skeptical of those 2 motherfuckers, dude.
Well, yeah, I thought didn't one of them attack your grandma?
No, that was Yogi.
Oh.
Ziggy named the dog Yogi. And it was like a mountain dog, a big fucking dog. But that was when I was like, I think, year old, maybe, give or take.
Oh, really?
When that happened?
Yeah, just a baby.
That was in Poland when she was cutting up a pig in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And he came up to bag for a little food, and she kind of she's doing her thing, so she kind of just nudged him with a knee to get away, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't like that, man. And then he just fucking went for my grandma and fucking attacked her. And I guess too, what my mom was saying, she was going to nursing school at the time to get her doctorate. And every time my grandma this dog would try go for her hands. Every time that happened, the kitchens are really small in Europe, so it was sliding out into the hallway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when it slid out into the hallway, she fucking came into the kitchen and closed the fucking door, and then just kept my grandma alive till fucking Ziggy came home. And then Ziggy took it out in the field and fucking shot it in the head.
That's the way they do it over there.
Huh?
Well, yeah, man.
But that's how people used to do that shit.
Yeah.
Well, the dog's fucking fucking ruined, man.
In the field, huh?
Not only did he fucking cause all that chaos and hurt your grandma, but the dog is ruined from that point on. It's a fucked up dog.
Yeah.
You're never gonna get that thing back to normal.
Yeah, some dogs are nuts, man.
Yeah.
Well, Ziggy used to train dogs for police in Europe, man, like military dogs and
police and shit.
Police dogs.
It's a very specific pastime, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
Bushka,
yeah. So, I mean, yeah, Ziggy was really good at controlling some of the fucking craziest fucking animals. I mean, goddamn, Samson was fucking just nuts. I mean, that motherfucker was insane.
Well, your dad had a certain look in his eye. I think that most creatures probably understand to a degree.
Oh yeah, he was ready to fuck you up any second.
There you go. That's the magic. Ding, ding, ding. Bushka, I will break you in half. Do not look at me this way.
So I grew up around a bunch of fucking Looney Tune dogs, man.
And you just kept looking at him like, why the fuck are we doing this? Fuck. Everything's high liability as fuck and shit. God damn, dude.
Yeah.
Like, do we need to do this shit?
Well, it's like Tom's dog. You remember Tom's dog?
Oh, yeah, the German Shepherd that was fucking broken?
Yeah, that freaked out on everyone 2 days later.
Yeah, well, that's him.
I remember that dog used to, like, growl at me and shit. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Tom's dumbass
dog. The dog was growling at you?
Yeah, it's German Shepherd.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was growling at you?
Oh, yeah, it was a nut.
Yeah, I was like, fuck this, man. It's like, usually if I go somewhere and they have an animal that doesn't like me, I tend not to go back too many more times.
Understandable.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time. Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Before it's gonna fucking... That was like that Matt fucking dude's dog. That fucking pit bull. Man, fucking Pinky.
Oh, yeah. That fucking dog, dude, that was crazy. He had a fucking brown pit bull with a white eye spot.
Yeah.
Jesse.
But
that
this
fucking thing, literally.
Too much attitude on this fucking dog, man. Way too much attitude on this dog. He would crawl under the fucking coffee table, like if he didn't like you or whatever, or if he was leery of you, he would like focus right on you at your feet under the coffee table, looking up at you and shit. I'm like, that's perfect attack. That's a perfect attack position and shit. I'm like, fucking, this thing sucks, man. No way.
Yeah, when you came over that day.
Yes,
yeah.
And I made the mistake of walking in, of looking at the dog instead of just like kind of looking straight ahead and walking in with normal like relaxed energy and shit. And I made the mistake.
Yeah.
I stopped. Yeah. I stopped for a split second, and I knew I'd fucked up and shit. And this dog was on me and shit. I was like, or like all of a sudden he was like locking in on me, kind of fucking being too interested.
Yeah.
And then I went to sit down.
Yeah, that fucking dog actually listened to me. But
because you punched it in because you fucking busted it in the forehead.
Huh?
Because you busted it in his forehead.
I did what?
Punched it in his forehead. Because you said that it gave you attitude one time, and you fucking knuckled it in between its eyes real quick, and it fucking never fucked with you again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You busted his ass and he fucking chilled out.
Oh, dude, I was the boss, dude.
That's the thing.
I became the boss that day, man.
Well, that's the thing. With a dog like that, you gotta be its boss immediately and shit, or if it doesn't see the leader, it wants to be the leader.
Of course. So, yeah, when I was in the house, that motherfucker was cool, dude. I tell him to go lay down, that motherfucker lay down. No matter what. Even like when he was coming at Matt, I told that motherfucker to lay down. He left Matt alone.
Yes. Like, Jesus Christ. And that dog ended up attacking Matt's fucking girlfriend.
And that's, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, that dog ended up attacking all the girls.
Yeah, because, but she would
I was upstairs in my bedroom, and I hear this boom. This fucking dog was literally, I think 3 sisters were like hiding in each, like one in the bathroom, one in the closet, and 3 was outside. And this fucking thing was taking full-on fucking speed and like head first into the door, like to break through and shit. It was insane, Jesse. I've never seen shit like that before. He almost like to the point where he almost knocked himself out every time he did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was in a fucking freak out.
Whose dog was this?
This is Pinky Boy. You remember Pinky Boy, Matt?
He never. I don't think he ever met Matt, but there was this dude that we knew. His name was Matt, and this dog was fucking a lunatic and shit, man. And it ended up attacking his girlfriend and shit. But she would also kind of let it.
So I fucking ran down and I see this thing fucking doing that, So I go, Bree, go to, I'm like yelling, through the door. I'm like, go to the front door. I'll let you in. So as this motherfucker was about to, run into the door, I pretty much, as it like almost got knocked out, I opened the door and the screen and the motherfucker just ran outside. And then she came in through the front door, and then after that, I think they fucking Pinky Boy and the animal control had to fucking,
Put him down.
Catch him and put his ass down, dude.
But he proves that adage that usually people who own pit bulls are people who should never own pit bulls.
Fuck, those people didn't know how to handle dogs like that. That's the problem.
That's the thing. One of them could have gotten killed by that fucking thing quite easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just never raised it,
They didn't. They just didn't know.
They just, that's it.
And they didn't. And they didn't have. They didn't have the raw, natural fucking qualities that you need to have a dog like that. You got to have some balls, dude.
Yeah. There are certain species that, you gotta be the boss, otherwise,
Dobermans are like that.
Ugly.
Dobermans are like that too. When I was a kid, when I was probably 4 or 5 years old, like starting school, there were these white trash motherfuckers down the street from us, and they had 2 Dobermans that they always kept in the garage. So these dogs were fucking squirrely as shithouse rats. And one day I was coming home, and there was a gap, under the garage door just far enough for them to get out. And they both lit out under there when they saw me. And I made the mistake of running, which of course, triggers a whole nother fucking instinct in dogs.
Well, yeah, that's when it's chased. Chase the prey, man.
Yeah, and I was small enough, obviously, that they felt that they could easily take me and shit. And so I ran for home, man, as fast as I could. And we had a young black lab, fucking buck, King Buck, man. And he came barreling out when he saw me being chased, and he barreled out into these dogs and just fucking slammed himself into one of them so hard. Like knocked it down and shit, and went to go take on the other one. And they both booked, they both took off. They went home. But yeah, dude, the Doberman.
They were after your ass.
Oh yeah, Dobermans are one of those really kind of hard to really hard to read kind of dogs and shit. Also, fuck, man. People and their fucking pets, all nutty and shit. What's the craziest fucking story you've ever had with some sort of pet, Jesse?
Well, people fucking put their fucking pets in psychiatrists now and shit.
Hey, Jesse.
Fucking, are you kidding me? They're the fucking motherfuckers that should be in a psychiatrist session, not the fucking dog.
That's what they say. Jesse, what's the craziest fucking... Have you ever been attacked by any crazy animals?
Yeah.
Snack time, motherfucker. I hear it.
Well, it's usually the little ones. They have the Napoleonic complex.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Like, I remember this one, there was this girl that lived down the street, and she had a little ankle biter.
Yeah.
A little jumper, like Bob Weir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, she was over one day, and if I would just look at him, he'd start growling. He'd be like, and this one day I looked at him. He came up and he jumped and he bit me right on the inner thigh, right next to my fucking balls.
Ah.
Like sank his teeth into my leg. And, yeah, that sucked. I hated that fucking dog. And I told my dad, I was like, yeah, the fucker bit me, and he's like, that dog's not allowed over here anymore. And they're all like, my sister and her friend are like, he's a good dog, really, and they're trying to, like, make it look like I was a bad guy and shit.
Justify his violence and shit.
Yeah, I'm like, well, fuck that little devil, because he hated me, man. This little, he would always just be like,
It's true.
So Orban won is in Hungarian as a prime minister, which is great.
What?
He had a Orban.
Who the fuck is that?
Orban, that's the guy that fucking he started about the same time as Trump, and he's this is I think his second election he's won in Hungary, and he's like a Trumpster, but a Hungarian Trumpster.
Hey, fuck politics, man.
and he just won.
Yeah, it's his conservative party just won. Yeah, Hungary again.
You know the most.
Yeah, majority of the Hungarians are very conservative, just like Polish. Romanian, same.
So is he going to lead them to victory?
To what victory?
I don't know, just victory.
Hungarian victory, of course.
Well, no, he's just going to have more realistic, fucking
Jesus fucking
conservative
Christ. Fuck
kind
politics,
of
man.
approach to things, which probably would be what's needed, especially what's going on in the world these days.
Why? What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, man, this ain't a fucking political podcast, buddy.
Yeah.
Stop trying to steer it that way.
Yeah. And the funny thing is,
Holy
Urban
shit.
is a conservative party, yeah, right? The conservative party. Now, to beat him, they had to have, the lefties had to put 6 parties together to go against him, and they still lost.
It's because they're partying too much. That's too much partying, man.
Yeah, there's too much partying. I mean, 3 is crowd?
Fuck yeah. In my bedroom, goddamn right. Unless I'm seeing 4 titties, that ain't no party. Unless I'm seeing 4 titties, that ain't no party.
Yeah.
That ain't no party.
Brings in the dildo into the fucking.
Yo, come on, brother. Come on, man. Unless she's planning on a party of 1, fucking get out of here with that.
Party of none.
No, party of 1 herself. Fuck out of here with that shit. No communal property in that scenario. There's just no communal property. Listen, pal. I don't know why you gotta be like that.
Yeah, put in some practice.
Yeah. Always gotta be juvenile about it. What the fuck? Come on, have some fucking fun, you people.
With a fucking twisted mind over here, Mr. Fucking, yeah.
What's that?
Rainbows and sunshine and
rainbows and buttholes.
Rogers over here.
Hell yeah! Come on, man, it's a party. Come on, man.
Mr. Rogers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mr. Rogers got a tale to tell.
Yeah, you should do like Mr. Rogers that lives like by a fucking
Mr. Biden's
He
neighborhood.
lives in like some fucking ghetto hotel with like a fucking crusty fucking strip joint below.
Yep.
And a fucking liquor store on a corner.
That's Mr. Biden's neighborhood.
Like that.
That's Mr. Biden's neighborhood. Come on, man.
Mr. Biden's neighborhood.
Like Eddie did. I think he did that, didn't he?
Well, yeah, he
came
did.
into the window and shit.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Mr. Robinson's neighborhood. Actually, it was called. Kill my landlord. He's like, I want to kill my landlord. CILL my landlord. Yes. And he does the there's a Christmas version of that skit too. It's pretty funny. Where of course he's fucking stealing the shit. He's not giving anything. Listen, man, that ain't right. You can't be doing that shit. Why?
That sounded like Mr. Hanky for a second.
Hey, Mr. Hanky. Oh.
You like Jesse? That's one of my favorite characters out of that whole show, Mr. Hanky.
Yep.
Which one's yours?
Mr. Garrison.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of the recent ones?
No.
Yeah, they got some pretty good ones.
PC Principal?
Like the season they got going now, they got some pretty funny shit.
That's cool.
Which
one's yours favorite, Matt?
Holy shit! I always liked Chef, even though he punked out. In the early seasons, of course, Chef was always just like Mr. Smooth and shit. Always trying to, oh yeah, children, and also everything would be about fucking getting some ass and shit. It was pretty funny.
But I always liked Terrence and Phillip.
Yeah,
Which made me laugh.
Yeah, for sure. They're farting.
All those guys,
yeah, they're farting in each other's face. The Canadians, they're farting in each other's face.
Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker.
Yeah. Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. Oh yeah, man.
You're talking about the motherfuckers in wheelchair, right?
No. These are the Canadian
Terrence
dudes.
and Phillip are the Canadian comedians that they watch.
Their heads with the beady eyes and beady eyes and flapping heads and shit. Yes.
Football.
Yeah. They like fart on each other.
Yeah, flapping.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, flapping heads and beady eyes.
Yeah.
Heard it.
What in the world? That was some fucking crazy shit right there.
Yeah.
Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. Yep.
You fucked your uncle. Yes, you did.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Hey, who was the guy that did Ren and Stimpy? Who was that guy, Matt?
That was John Crickfalusi.
Yeah. Didn't he go fucking crazy too? Didn't he go like ape shit?
Yeah, a couple times. He's lost his fucking mind, and he brought Ren and Stimpy back, and they did like another season of it like years later, and it was it was like straight for all the obvious jokes and the gross outs and shit instead of being well written like that original set was. Yeah, it was.
There wasn't even like really a plot or a story.
No, it was just like close.
Episode.
It was
kind of like
a close up.
Slinging shit.
Yeah, a close up of a boogery nose
shit.
and shit.
I mean, yeah.
Eating shit.
It didn't really, huh?
Eating shit. What the fuck? I don't remember that episode, but that sounds pretty wild, brother. I don't fucking gross.
It just didn't have any, a plot behind it, like a story, a line.
Yeah, it wasn't like that original shit at all.
Outcomes where, hey, this is, but yeah, that was just all about just that,
getting to the gross shit.
Pontificating and,
Pontificating? What the fuck? I don't think it was pontificating about much. I don't know that there was that much pontificating going on. What the fuck?
Well, they were what's the fancy word for piss?
Piss?
Urinating?
Urinating?
No, not better word. Huh?
I don't
Or
know.
shedding. What's the fancy word for shedding?
Oh, defecating?
Defecating, yeah.
That's when you take a fancy shit. Defecating's only when you take a fancy fucking shit, right? What in the fucking hell? How is this happening, ladies and gentlemen? How the fuck did we get here? What the fuck happened?
We're talking about the
Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy. When I asked you the question,
what?
You said that there was a year. When years later they came back.
Yes, yes.
And I reflected the season. As far as my analysis was about a bunch of. I mean, that's kind of where it came down to.
It was about a bunch of defecation, I think.
Fancy
word for shitting.
Taking like a giant shit
what
on
in
the toilet.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Kind
and they focus in on like his butt hairs or something, like a wart.
Yeah, like a wart next to it. Yeah.
A wart, yes. Yeah. Yes, it was all that gratuitous close-ups of boogers and shit.
Like, over-exaggerated.
Yeah, they went to that level of like,
They debased it with that shit.
Yeah, it just kind of was about like,
Yeah, it wasn't like a story anymore. It was just gross.
No. It was just like, here we come and fucking defecate and fornicate.
Fornicate and defecate? Holy Christ. That's some fucking...
Ren and Stimpy were fornicating.
Each other? You idiot! Hey, Ren! You idiot! Put it in my butthole. Okay, Ren. Yeah, it was a much different animal the second time around. It was just very much for the easy gross out and the fucking, obviously fucking yada yada. Yes. Where like Space Madness and all that shit and all those original ones were just fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, the original.
But they were well written.
The original seasons are just off the wall. Man.
Yeah, but they were well written. They were well written.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Crick Falusi.
That's like. What else was like that? That was. I think wasn't that same era as Rugrats came out?
Yes.
Yeah. You guys ever watch Courage, the Cowardly Dog?
I think I've seen it. Yes. Isn't that on is it Cartoon Network or is it Adult Swim?
I'm not sure. It's pretty wacko though. It's kind of like Ren and Stimpy a little bit.
Yeah.
How?
Got some pretty wild little story, like freaky little stories. It's like this dog and something crazy. He's like lives with an old woman and man.
An old woman?
And like something weird always happens. Like something tries to like kill him. And he's got to like protect him, but he's like a big cowardly idiot. But he has to like muster up the courage, to like save his masters.
Not saying.
Oh, so he's like a pajama boy, modern pajama boy, getting up his courage.
Yeah, he's just like this cowardly dog, but he has to save like the old people from like aliens will come and then monsters and just different shit.
Like that are in a basement with them.
Yeah, he's always afraid.
It's because they fed him
in his pajamas to go get some food in mom's kitchen.
Yeah, and then he sees a monster and shit. It's
because they fed it too much soy milk when it was a little puppy.
Yeah.
I'm a bitch now. Oh no.
I'm sensitive.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. It reminds me of Ren and Stimpy. I mean, definitely a spin-off of it.
Yeah. Influence.
But it's pretty good. It's not like super cheesy or anything. It's pretty good.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, it almost sounded like Like, I mean, you took us to this place, Jesse. Just by you describing the cartoon to like this era of Soy Boys or like
Oh, Jesus
Pajama
Christ.
Boys and shit.
Oh,
that live in
God.
the basement
Help
and
us.
fight the dragons on
Lord help us, almighty Christ, why?
video games. Huh?
Why is this happening? Oh, shit. I feel like we're on that first hill on the American Eagle and shit when you're going up the first hill of the American Eagle and it's just going, the chain's going click, 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 click. And you go over and it just kind of lets go and you kind of go around that first bend and you're like, holy fuck, I hope this thing stays together, boy. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah.
You remember the American Eagle at Six Flags? At Great America and shit? That American Eagle, the biggest wooden roller coaster, that thing was about as rickety as the fucking holy fuck Christ, help me. I feel like we're on it.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we're on it.
Literally, I mean...
Yeah, it felt like it's going to fall apart. Fuck yeah, you're like that.
I mean, it feels like you just...
You're about
like
to die.
You just did about 20 minutes worth of weight.
Yeah.
Because your whole body's so tense and you're holding on. And with all that fucking just beating you up, you feel like you just fucking worked out for an hour when you get off the fucking thing.
Fuck yeah, man. That fucking first drop was, I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah, I haven't been on a roller coaster in probably 30 years.
Yeah, you're just praying that the goddamn nails hold together. That this ain't the one fucking time to fuck this up.
The last one I went on actually is at Disney World, and it's called Space Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And like I used to love it when I was a kid, right? But it's got like these, because it's inside and it's got these like rafters and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they're pretty close to you as you go around. You can see them; they kind of flash by you once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I thought for sure the last time, because I was a lot taller when I was a kid, my head was gonna fucking hit one of them, dude. I was fucking, and it's like, it's made for small people. Like I just felt like I was gonna be catapulted right the fuck out the seat and shit, Because like in this dark room, and it's supposed to look like you're in space. You see like little swirling galaxies like projected on the wall and shit.
Yeah.
But there's all these wooden rafters and shit like right over your head as you're like flying around these turns and shit.
So you put your hands up.
Oh yeah.
break your fucking wrists and shit. Like, oh,
drag your knuckles on that shit.
But I swear my knees were like pressed up against the inside of the cart and everything. I was just all cramped in there.
Yeah.
Oh, it was sucked.
You're like,
man.
You're like, this might be it. Fuck, help.
I'm too old for this.
I like the one where they drop you from you do a free fall from a 50-story,
Someone just died on one of those.
Yeah.
Like
your
last week.
Butthole gets small as the release.
Your butthole gets small as you release.
Yeah.
Jesus H. fucking Christ. All right, man. I think we're reaching the zenith of this motherfucker, man. I'm not sure how much more we can take.
Some kid just died on one of those last week or something.
Charming.
And the kid was freaking out too before it went. He's like, no. He's like, I don't want to do it. And then he fucking slid out or something and fucking died. Something was fucked up. Yeah.
Free fall. He did a free fall then.
Yeah.
Yeah, whether you're
free fall. Start playing that song. Free
falling. Free falling. Cause I'm free. Free falling. Oh God, help me.
Yeah, who did the free falling?
Tom Petty, brother. Tom Petty. Oh yeah. Fucking
that's funny.
The Cajun Cliffhanger.
The Cajun Cliffhanger?
Yeah, you remember that?
Oh yeah.
The spinning room and the floor drops out.
Yeah, weird shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that shit's weird, isn't it?
Fuck
Yeah, you're all
yeah.
plastered against the wall and shit.
Yeah, and the floor goes down.
Especially,
I'm telling you, those are the moments like piercing buttholes, you know.
especially when you realize it's a bunch of fucking crackheads fucking maintaining that shit. Like the fucking worst motherfuckers are the ones maintaining those fucking rides. Like, praying you're gonna fucking live through this toothless asshole didn't fucking have a fucking meltdown and forget to do some shit. Fucking Christ. Carney?
What?
The Carney life?
Yeah.
You're like praying some fucking meth head wasn't the one to fucking tighten the bolts before that motherfucker before you just got on. You're like, holy shit.
Just imagine you're traveling your whole life and like the wagon you set up is like, you know, like the pistols that you fill up the balloon and that's all you do.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Oh.
And then some cute hillbilly girl with a cut off T-shirt comes up and your weasel gets a little chubby and you're like, oh, here, you're like, have a teddy bear, it's on me.
He helps rig the game for her.
Yeah.
The one he hands her has a rip in the crotch. It's got a hole.
A glory hole. He's like I call that a Louisiana glory hole. Yeehaw! I have one and a half teeth. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 1.5 teeth left in my head. Fuck it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You're like, well,
darts, like have the
on the balloons and
like
shit.
you get 3 darts at balloons, and you can just like imagine someone's head that you're throwing at.
I'm throwing it at my mama. Fuck it.
I'm
gonna throw it at my mama.
Or the basketball hoops that are ovals, so you can never get them in.
Rigged as shit.
Yeah.
Or tossing like the ping pong ball into the goldfish bowl and shit. You're like, tossing quarters in there and shit. Yeah.
Or the rings on the bottles and shit.
Yeah. The only one I ever liked was pulling the fucking dumbass ducks out of the water and shit. It just seemed the most straightforward to me. The rest always seemed like a...
fishing?
No. They just had those stupid plastic ducks and you would pull them up and they would have a number on the bottom. The most basic shit ever.
Yeah.
That was more my speed. Yeah. I was like, fuck the rest of that shit. Although I did like...
I always tried those, they have those things set up where, you can guide the quarter to fall on a table, and then it's got like this wall that pushes the money up.
Yeah. Oh yes, yeah.
And they got all that juicy shit sitting on top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, I just saw one of those at a restaurant I went to.
Those were fun though, man. Because the chance of there's pretty good chance that you're going to push a little.
Better than most. Better than most.
Yeah.
I just saw one of those. I just stopped and got food somewhere, and they had one. As I was walking out the door, I saw it. I saw it. I was like, no fucking way, dude. I was like, I haven't seen one of those in a while.
Yeah, I would have played that fucker, man. I haven't seen those in ages, man. And those are pretty cool, But I've always seen them at like those, fucking like when circus comes to town or some, like what do they call it? Ferris wheel events or whatever.
Yeah, carnivals.
Well, the guys with the
carnivals and shit. Yeah, carnivals and shit.
Water guns and shit and all that.
I liked trying to shoot out the star with the automatic BB gun shaped like a Tommy gun and shit.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Little submachine gun BB guns. And you try to shoot out the star. It was always fucking rigged as shit, but it was fun.
Yeah, it was cool.
Oh, yeah.
The cards, they would set up the cards too. Sometimes.
Yeah, I wonder how much it'll cost with inflation to play those games.
$750, but it's okay, man. You can make a down payment on that shit. You can make payments. Like, I just want to shoot out a fucking star with a shooting goddamn automatic goddamn BB gun.
Did you say, Matt, that the food prices in certain stores are going up by 25 to 30% on items?
Yes, like Aldi just announced in Aldi Germany in their headquarters that they're going to bump up their price on 400 items 30% tomorrow. Effective, like, I mean, they made this announcement. It was going to take effect within 24 hours of them saying it. It was like, holy shit. And that also goes for Lidl and a couple of other European-based grocers. But, of course, that affects Aldi stateside, of course. And, so that's a pretty intense bump.
Well, that's no longer the Aldrich discount, is it?
Well,
there you go.
Thing, though, Aldi they have domesticated enough that a lot of the products they do carry are local too. So,
yes.
As far as produce and all that, I mean, the only thing I can probably see like stuff going on higher price would be like the chocolate, German stuff, which they do sell a lot of.
Oh, they'll jack the price just to make money.
What's that, in Europe?
No, in the United States.
Globally.
Well, they're jacking the prices up worldwide. There's motherfuckers right now that are fearing that by the summertime, they're not going to have fucking food in stores, man. In some parts of the country, in that region.
In Europe or the United States?
No, in Europe. I'm not talking about even like Europe, but I'm talking about like the whole like Northern Africa, which they depend largely on Ukrainian grain, and several other countries like Turkey and so on in that region that really depend on crops, from that region, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, because they don't really grow that shit.
Yeah, well, what it is, Jesse, is like we all forget that every country geographically might not actually be in a good position, for that. And what I mean is like you look at like how they have like the green belt around the world, and like Illinois is in the green belt, where it's like the earth, the soil is just so fucking awesome. It's crazy,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you actually go around the world, I mean, China is a huge country, but a lot of their agriculture is in South China because, rest of the China geographically, it's fucking, it wouldn't give you the same results in general. Or any at all. So I think it's like that in a lot of countries where, more or less they have to now, since because of this whole, global economy, it seems like everybody has to depend on everybody else.
Yeah, it's a screw job is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Whereas back then, people, traded on what they can actually, trade and so on. So that's how it always was going on. But what...
Yeah, now it's like...
I'm not really sure what... Huh?
That's pretty fucked up now.
Yeah, and I'm not really sure what other countries have to offer except, fucking obviously charging their citizens for whatever they're buying, obviously. So, like... I don't know, like, I don't see like North Africa really having any agriculture whatsoever. It's little. I'm sure they
they might grow like dates and shit.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, but
Dates, whatnot. Yeah, for sure.
sesame seeds, fuck, I don't know.
Gold.
Yeah.
Gold, yeah. Oil.
That's what they grow there. They grow diamonds and they grow fucking gold, man.
Diamonds, yeah.
Well, that's the thing with the Arab countries is, you know, they got their wealth through exploiting the oil in their land.
They've exploited oil in Middle East all over. I mean, look at Great
That never
Britain,
happened.
You know, they're the fucking how should I put it? They're the masters of taking over fucking countries.
That never happened.
What do you mean?
I mean, eat shit. We're at 90 fucking minutes. It's time to make with some yucks. We're going into this fucking deep, dark, goddamn hole again. I'm gonna steer us away, motherfuckers. It's 90 goddamn minutes of this, and it's sounding like fucking NPR, goddammit.
Oh, yeah.
That's reality, man.
Reality. I don't know what the hell that
You need to
is.
play us some, like,
I'm
you need to
American.
play us some quirky music right now.
I'm American. I don't know about reality. What are you fucking talking about?
Yeah.
Play us some weird, like, fucking pan flute music or
All
something.
right, let's get something on here, man. Let's do something.
Yeah.
Pan flute music. I like it. Let's find that shit. Where is it?
Here, play this, Matt.
What?
What do you mean, what?
God damn it. What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Who? How about something weird like this? Oh yeah! Woo! Yeah, brother. That's the sound of an oppressed village high in the Andes. The people are so poor they don't wear shoes. They've got dirty feet. They've got dirty faces. They grow coffee, but they get exploited by the neighbors. Oh, the wars will never cease on these lands we've come to know. Oh, Johnny, Johnny, Johnny. Oh, that's the name of my burrow. I take him up on the hillsides. We harvest coffee, and then we sell it for too little. Our people are starving. We love rice balls, but it doesn't survive on this. It's all cockroaches and bugs in the Andes. Oh, lordy, 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 lordy. Anyway, I just thought I'd have some fun with that for a second. It'll be interesting to hear how that comes out. I don't know if you guys...
That sounded like Yanni.
Yanni? Oh, awesome. Here we go again. Here's round two. Oh, yeah. Yanni, 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 I want some food in my tummy. But I live in this place where the government says I can't have anything. Says to shut up and grab a gun. Head for the front lines and oppress your neighbor. Oh, lordy, 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 I never thought I'd be doing this at 40. Anyway, just having some fun, goddammit.
All right.
You gotta break
I'm
it
gonna
up
get some
somehow.
food tonight.
Oh,
Jesus.
here it comes. Fucking grandpa's fucking saying it already. No, it's cool, man. It's like 11 o'clock. It's cool. Fucking A. I think we've assaulted these fine people quite enough for the this round. They have a lot to think about with what's been said here tonight, folks. And just in case you're that one asshole driving around with one hand on your dick and the other hand on your fucking steering wheel, driving around in a circle, hating us for saying this shit, ask yourself why, and ask yourself how we've been brought to this place. But in the meantime...
Hey, Matt, I just sent you to play an end song.
Oh, for Christ's almighty sake. Then I guess you're just timing it just in the nick of time, because I was about to roll that fucking shit. Let's see what we got here. What in the hell? But you know how this goes.
Oh,
you guys won't be able to hear it. What in the fucking...
Oh, well.
Because we've done this before. When you guys are on the phone and I play something off the phone, you won't be able to hear it, but you'll be able to hear it later when you listen back. Ukrainian Christmas Carol. Holy Christ! The title of this fucking thing is crazy. That's quite a fucking link. Oh, is it something more for me to sing over? I love it. No, just kidding. Just kidding. God damn it.
You can do it. You got to play it to the speaker, though.
Well, yeah. That's how it'll be.
Yeah.
That's how it'll be broadcast out onto the thing. But see.
But you can do it.
You guys and your fucking iPhones. I'm telling you, what a stroke job. Hold on. I'm going to YouTube.
Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah, because you guys love that.
Fucking grandpa over there. Oh, what is this thing? Oh, it's a remote. Oh, okay. Oh. Can you hear yourself, you son of a bitch?
He's got a Motorola fucking flip phone.
Oh, you say
Butthole. Just because you guys are brand loyalists to that sellout shit that locks you out of everything. This is not my fucking problem. Get with it. You fucking goddamn it. All right.
It holds batteries? Oh.
Yeah, I like my flip phone. Eat a Disney. That way the government doesn't know what I'm doing, man. That's why the government can't track me, man. Yeah, they're trying to track me. You motherfucker. J.B. Pritzker is a piece of shit. These fucking ads suck balls. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Here comes some Ukrainian Christmas carols. Holy fucking Christ.
It's a folk Christmas carol.
That's Carol of the fucking Bells, man.
Alright.
Broshki, noshki, moshki. Wait, authentic Christmas caroling in Kiev?
Hi, I'm Vincent Reese from Cobblestone Freeway
Holy
Tours.
fucking Christ, who is this
Hey,
dickhead?
what?
Cobblestone Freeway Tours. You piece of shit. Hold on.
All I gotta say is Bucha Massacre.
Oh shit.
Massacre.
Bushka Massacre? Nice. Very. Alright, here, check it out.
Massacre.
Here's some caroling happening. Bushka, 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 bushka. Bushka, bushka.
Жито, пшениця, усяке збіжжя, усяка пашниця, подібка і бджілка, нехай виростає, а горе нещастя, нехай...
You motherfuckers, why is it every time I go to play something one of you sends me, you guys have a conversation in the background? I can hear you fucking just talking right over this shit. It's fucking terrible. What the fuck? We got Ukrainian Christmas carols happening. You're just like, yeah, so what's going on over here? What the fuck? I'm telling you. Listen, people, it's hard to get good help these days. But we're at 98 minutes and 55 fucking seconds, and I'd say that's probably pretty good for an evening. So, I did play some of the authentic Ukrainian Christmas carols that you sent, dude. I played some. Just so you know, when you listen back, you'll hear it. Other than that, there's this. Get your hand off the wheel and off your fucking banana peel, so eat it. Lord almighty. I feel like I fucking worked out or something. I'm all fucking hot and sweating and shit. Jesus H. Christ. Bushka, do my own Ukrainian Christmas carols. And I said, Bushka! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us in another action-packed NPR-style episode of the Lovecast, bringing you up to date on the latest things happening in this great world of ours on the Lovecast. There's a lot of tense times and things are uncertain, but remember, it was the future and it will be the past. And this too shall pass, and it'll all go that way. It ain't nobody gonna trip no fucking nuclear trigger, because no matter what people say, they don't really want to melt down in a whole fucking fucked up, fiery, goddamn chemical explosion of insanity. Nobody really wants to do this. They'll threaten it all day long, but do they really want to fucking do that? I don't think so. So, eat a dick. Go out into this world and be good people. Don't be dickheads. Do you guys have any parting words for our one listener? Okay. All right. Well, that's about as deep as an intellect as we've had on this program so far. So what the fuck?
Jesse, you know what that reminds me of?
What?
Don't fart.
There's a joke, right? There's a German, a Polak.
Oh God!
Russian, right?
This is hard left already. Whoop whoop! Yeah, we're going down.
And they're about to cross the bridge, you know. And Devil jumps out in front of them and says, "All right, I got you guys. You can't cross this bridge, but if you can do something that I can't catch," he's like, then you're free to cross.
What the fuck does that mean?
So the German gets up, you know,
This is not
whips it out, starts pissing, you know. Devil catches it. He's like, "Nope." Russian comes up. He's like, "Oh, he won't do this." So, you know, pulls down his shorts and starts taking that shit. Well, he catches it. Polak walks up and he turns around and farts. And then he says to the Devil, "Catch it while it's warm."
Jesus H. fucking Christ. That's rough, man. That's some rough shit right there. God damn. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we'll bid you a good night, since there doesn't seem to be anything that's going to top that shit. Anyway, all right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We will catch you next time, and be good people. And,
yeah, catch it while it's warm.
catch my fucking farts while it's warm. Good night.